is the most important purchase we'll ever make in life. And with today's fast-paced lifestyle, a condominium unit is starting to become the preferred abode of young professionals. But before plunging into the high-rise, let's check every nook and cranny in owning a condo.
We're talking to the VP for Marketing of Globe Asiatic, Miss DivineLee, who'll be telling us all about the basics when you're planning to buy a condo. Hi, Divine.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, now this is something that I'm actually personally interested in. And I think the first thing I want to know is why, if I am going to make a purchase, I should go for a condo instead of a house. Can you tell me something about that?
It really depends on your lifestyle. A condo is much easier to maintain because you don't have to think about your own security, or if you have a pool in your house, you have to think about cleaning that. Here, the condo will do everything for you. You just be an association do.
There are so many choices, and all of these things are really new to me. But what are the basic things that I should be looking for when I am looking for the ideal unit for me to purchase?
For buying a condo, there are things that you should consider. Number one is if it fits your budget. Second is the type of condo, because there are different types. Like there's a studio, there's the loft type. So what are you comfortable in? And then last is the location, of course, and the developer. You have to consider the background. You should do a little background check on the projects they finish. Do they finish on time? And you can maybe talk to some of their clients and ask if they're satisfied with the units that were turned over, because that's the number one basis. If their old clients are happy, then I'm sure they have done a good job.
Okay, I don't want to be all negative and stuff, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. When you're buying a condo instead of a house, you're not really buying land. Yes, it's space, but it's a different concept, right? But what if something happens to the building? Like, I don't know, some natural disaster or some freak accident or whatever, and your unit was damaged or something like that. How do you protect yourself from something like that?
Well, it depends. If it's just your unit that's damaged, there's an insurance for that. When you buy a condo, you're buying into a corporation that owns the land. So when something happens to the building, like any corporation, all the members will have a vote as to what will happen next. They can either sell the land, get their share, or they can rebuild. It really depends on what the whole decision is.
So it's like a little democracy.
Right.
Speaking of, some risk factors that may be involved, there are some developers who don't really push through with a building. Like, what do you do in a case like that?
You have to make sure you read your contract well. You have to know what you're getting into. You have to make sure that, what if I back out? What will I get out of it? Because there's no one standard rule for that. Everything depends per building, per developer.
So even if it's an intimidating thing to do, picking up that contract and really reading everything, even the fine print, will be helping you in the end, because you will know exactly what you're getting into.
And it's nicer if you can sit down with your agent so they can explain everything to you.
Now, when you buy a place, obviously you're gonna have to pay, whatever monthly payments you have to make in making that, in buying that condo. Are there other payments that you should be aware of?
Some condos, they don't have when you buy your unit, it doesn't include the parking. So you can think about that. If you have your car, how many cars do you have? Maybe you have to rent parking or buy a parking slot. The second one is, since you don't think about all the security and the maintenance, there's a condo association due that you have to pay monthly. And that usually varies per building, but the practice here in the Philippines is there's a certain per square meter amount that you have to pay the association that takes care of the maintenance of the elevators, the security, and all your other amenities.
Okay, I think, everything that we talked about with Miss DivineLee today, kind of helped me make sense of all the barrage of pamphlets I've been getting, and, those of you, I'm sure, who are interested in buying your place, now you know where to start. It's not like this huge problem where you don't know where to begin. So, Miss DivineLee, thank you so much. I know you're very busy. She's Vice President of Marketing, for crying out loud. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.